also not looking for to be on the road.
I'm coming right back.
Okay.
I'm coming right back. I'm coming right back. Where do you
I'm being sad, damn it.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, keep her going, alright?
We're gonna call a whole bunch.
Okay.
Stop using the screen door as a door, Ludo.
Well, we're not very good at leaving our children. We've actually never left them, ever. We've never gone a day without seeing anyone but Nevaeh, only because she recently went on a trip. So this is really difficult for us. I know a lot of parents go on trips, like, you know, those couple trips?
Nope,
not us.
Sure don't.
No, we don't know those. So we're doing that now, but we're only going to be gone 48 hours. I didn't sleep a wink last night because all I did was stay up and worry. We both had a really hard time saying goodbye to the kids. We're going to be back before we know it. It's just hard right now.
Welcome to Nashville, where the local time is 9:20 p.m.
All right, well, we made it. We're getting off the plane, and upon contacting the kids, apparently there's no power back home. Huge storm is rolling through, and so they're fending for themselves.
Yeah, that's like literally my nightmare. My nightmare is landing here and calling and them telling me that the power is out. I just want to turn the plane around and go back home right now.
It's good timing. Perfect. Thanks so much.
Your keys will be waiting for you in the car.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, here we are back in Nashville, Tennessee, once again for the second time in just a few weeks. Believe it or not, this is not our life. This is not what we do, but we're back. Last time we came together as a family, all of us were here. We had a really great time. But like I mentioned, we left the kids back in Idaho where they currently have no power. We are praying that that works itself out and they have power once again because they're currently just
Powerless.
fending for themselves, literally. We decided to come here. We're only going to be here for like 36 hours before heading back to Idaho because we were provided with an opportunity to do something that we really felt like we couldn't pass up.
Right, so we are doing a podcast tomorrow with Matt Walsh, who is one of our favorite online personalities, and we want to dive into some pretty crazy stuff with him. So we're so excited for this opportunity. That episode is actually already live, so we're going to link that down below. But for tonight, we're going to grab some dinner, we're going to go to sleep, and then we're going to get up, do this podcast, and then head back to Idaho because we actually have a lot of work in Idaho still to do this week.
It is early morning, and today is the day for us here in Nashville. It is podcast day. We are meeting up with Matt Walsh over at the Daily Wire facility. We woke up, gave the kids a call to check in on them, and they're still without power.
Yeah, they are still without power. The storm was insane. We've been looking at other people's Facebook videos. We knew there was going to be a little wind, so we told them it's going to be windy tonight. This was way more than a little wind. I mean, there are trees down. It was a pretty big storm.
Yeah, and it was as soon as we left. So we flew out of Spokane, the storm rolled through, knocked out all the power. So we're still concerned about them, and we have now concerns of our own because here in Nashville, we're anticipating the remnants from Hurricane Helene to come passing through here tomorrow, which is when we were supposed to be leaving to fly back to Spokane. So it's not supposed to be a hurricane at that point, but it's supposed to drop like 5+ inches of rain.
They said 5 to 12 inches of rain.
Be really breezy, so not ideal conditions to be flying in.
Right. Well, and I mean, even for today, so our podcast starts at 2, and that's when the storm is supposed to begin here. So hopefully we don't lose power here as well. I just want to get home to the kids at this point. They're like, everything's thawing, the freezer is dripping all over the floor. And we're on a well, so it affects our water, it affects everything. We just need to get home. Hopefully our flight here won't get delayed, because then I'm really going to start having mommy panic.
It's not a good feeling being like 1,500 miles away from your kids when they're struggling. We should have solar panels in by now, and we'll definitely need to make it a priority for next year.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we have a lot to wrap up.
Yeah, we need to focus on what's going on here. I need to stop calling the kids every 15 minutes because I think I'm bugging them. But we're going to get this done. We're super excited. Can't believe we're sitting down with Matt. All right, we are at the Daily Wire studios. We're going to go check in a little early because we got antsy and we didn't want to be late. So we showed up really early. And then, so we're going to go set up. You ready?
Probably not.
We're going to rock it.
Do our best.
Yeah, it took a minute. It was like one of those things we had to take a minute to process it. It was actually it was like kind of upsetting.
Disturbing.
And then you've got to kind of deal with it yourself, because it's one thing if I had just seen that happen, but I was involved in it and actually caused it to happen. And so you feel a little morally conflicted about that.
Okay, well, I know we need to get you out
Yeah.
of here. We so appreciate your time. And like I said, we've been longtime fans and followers of yours. So thank you for all you do. Continued success. Congratulations on everything that's happened for you. And hopefully we can do this again at some point.
I appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
All right, that's a wrap.
How do you think it went?
I think it went well.
Feeling good about it?
I am. I always feel like obviously more relaxed
Yeah, I feel
afterwards.
so much better now.
But
The nerves always get to me.
the
But
nerves, yeah.
It went well, I thought. Good conversation, good guy. Really grateful for the opportunity. This will be out on Wednesday.
Well, it's already out.
It'll be out when you see this. Take it back.
It's already out, so you guys can go watch it right when you're done watching this vlog. But as far as this goes, when we went in, it was blue sky, and now the clouds are rolling in. It's starting to get windy. It's starting to get really humid.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about getting on a plane tomorrow morning.
Hopefully everything works out.
All right. We're going to bed because we're getting on our airplane.
Back to Idaho. I like yesterday better.
Well, it does look like we're going to get on our flight, which is very good news. And I actually have a lot of work to do on the flight. When I found out we were traveling this week, the very first thing I made sure that I did was charge up my Raycon earbuds. You guys know that our family absolutely loves Raycon earbuds and headphones. We use them every single day, whether it's in the gym, on the farm, or for school with the kids. They make our everyday tasks just a little bit easier, which I appreciate. I love them for the whole family because Raycon earbuds give you all of the great features of other premium audio brands, but they start at half the price. And every time they update their everyday earbuds like they just recently did, they have all kinds of neat new features and they make them even easier to use. The everyday earbuds now have an active noise cancellation, perfect for traveling or anytime you really need to focus, and multi-point connectivity, meaning they can now connect to multiple devices at the same time. So I can be zoned in on my edit but never miss a phone call. They also last for a really long time. They have a 32-hour battery life and a new quick charge function, meaning just 10 minutes of charging gives me 90 minutes of battery life, which is perfect for an airport. The new protective cases are so fun and not only complement the cool new colors, but they also allow each of us to express our own personal style. The cases don't just look great, but they also support wireless charging, so I don't have to take the cover off to quickly charge them. To check out Raycon for yourself, just click the link below or go to buyraycon.com/goodsimpleliving and you will get 20 to 50% off everything site-wide. That's right, 20 to 50% off everything is such a great sale when you go to buyraycon.com/goodsimpleliving. Well, we escaped the remnants of the hurricane. We made our first flight no problem. Our second flight was delayed by a couple of hours, but We have made it home. A little later than we wanted, but either way, we're almost home.
2-hour drive to get back to the kids and the house. The power is back on, and we were gone for 36 hours. I think I much prefer to travel with the kids. We miss them tremendously. It's gonna be so nice to get back home to them and settle back into some normal. But tomorrow, it's back to work. Woo!
Oh, hi, Ludo. Oh, hello.
What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy?
Okay, Ludo. I remember. Okay, let's go.
So strong, but I'm finding home. I am finding home.
Well, we're back home and it feels great. Fresh Pacific Northwest air, a little chilly. You can tell I'm in my hoodie once again. Melissa has only 2 layers of clothing on.
I was just thinking about adding one, actually.
But it was 35 degrees this morning. We are so happy to be home, but it is time for us to get back to work.
So we are getting right back to where we left off. Jeremy has a bunch of events that he needs to finish. The Hornets are no longer a problem.
Thank God.
So exciting. So now he can actually get on the ladder safely. So he's going to fix those vents. And then we have a bunch of other stuff that we need to tackle because it's definitely siding time now. And we've got to get going with it.
So these soffit vents are something that we began work on previously. But if you remember, going back a few videos now, I had to stop abruptly because I almost fell off the ladder because I got stung in the ankle by a hornet. If you can't tell by the sawdust that I already have all over myself, beard, head here, I got a head start this morning with getting some of our vent holes cut using a hole saw. We're going to continue on with that process and hopefully have all of these vents wrapped up today so I don't have to worry about any moisture buildup in the attic.
All right, all of the holes on this side have been cut, and now we're gonna go plug in some vents. Jeremy is plugging in those vents, and I wanted to let you guys know that we are officially launching the 5th annual Pediatric Cancer Toy Drive. So every year in October, we do a pediatric cancer toy drive and fundraiser. And in the past, it was for ACOIN. It's still for the same organization, but they are now the Childhood Cancer Coalition. Same organization, they just changed their name. We call them CCC for short. So when we first started working with them, it was less than 100 kids, and now they have over 200. So the need is much higher this year. And there are 3 different aspects to this. So the first one is financial. Last year we raised $50,000. I would love if we could raise $50,000 this year, but I know times are tough, so I don't really know what that's going to look like, but it's a lofty goal. We're gonna try. The cool thing about CCC is it's small and it's privately run, so these funds don't just go into oblivion and you just have no idea where they go. Everything goes directly to the families. So these funds go for gas cards because a lot of people are driving hundreds of miles for oncology visits. They can help with hotel stays. They can help with grocery cards because so often when a child is diagnosed, it requires mom or dad to quit their job while the child is in treatment because they need to be driven back and forth to oncology visits. They cannot usually attend school when they're in treatment because of bacteria and germs. And then also some of the kids are in the hospital for months at a time, and it does require mom or dad to be there with them. And so there's a big financial hit to all of these families, not to mention treatment can be very expensive as well. So we like to make sure that if they need rental assistance or anything like that, they can go to CCC and receive that support. So to give financially, you can give through PayPal, and we have linked the PayPal down below. We will wait until the very last day and then tally all of that up and write them a big check when we go and deliver all of the toys. Or you can also send a personal check to our P.O. box. We collect all those and then we deliver them as well. If you're going to be writing a personal check, make sure that you write it out to the Childhood Cancer Coalition. We will also link that information down below so that you have the spelling of it and everything like that. Now, aspect number 2 is the toy closet. The toy closet is very important and it gets very, very lean this time of year. Last year when we dropped everything off in November, it was almost empty. Like, it looked really, really sad. And this toy closet is so important because it supports the kids when they go for oncology visits or when they're first diagnosed or if they're having a birthday and they happen to be staying in the hospital. It's anything from Squishmallows to Nintendo Switches to headphones, tablets, anything to help make this horrible experience just a little bit easier. These things really do bring smiles. We have gotten countless stories of a child that was really scared about having a spinal tap done or having chemotherapy or radiation, knowing that they were about to get really sick, or they were just feeling really awful, or a sibling was feeling really scared. And we've gotten so many beautiful stories about how a Lego set or a Squishmallow or one of the themed gift packs just brought so much comfort and so many smiles. And it's so important that we make sure that these kids are supported in that way. And we do know that toys don't heal cancer. Obviously they don't, but optimism and something to look forward to and a smile can go so far when it comes to healing or just making these families feel like they're important and that they're thought of and that they're cared for and that they're held by their community. So that's aspect 2. Everything is going to ship here. There is a separate Amazon wish list. Just click the link. Everything's on there. You can shop and then just make sure you hit ship to wish list address. Everything will ship directly here to us. We will organize everything and then we will take you along as we go and deliver those gifts. That usually happens in November when we're able to wrap this whole thing up. Then the third aspect of this is adoptive families. There are a lot of families that need support because all the reasons that I mentioned above, and sometimes mom or dad just can't shop because they're in the hospital, they're trying to stay out of busy places, or just mentally they don't have it in them this year, or they just don't have the funds to do it this year. So these are 25 families that have come to CCC and said, hey, we could use some extra assistance this year. We want to make sure that mom and dad are taken care of, that all of the siblings are taken care of, because this can be so difficult on siblings as well. And then the child that is in the fight for their life, we want to make sure that they have a really good Christmas. So this is 25 families. All of those are on a separate wish list. You'll see Adopt a Family wish list. You can click on that and shop those items as well. Those items are going to ship directly to CCC. That way they can package them up as they come in. And then when the box is full, the family can come and pick up their items from CCC when they're here for an oncology visit. Thank you guys so much for participating in the last 4 years. And then I really hope that we could make year 5 the best year yet.
All right, Mama. That's one side down. Let me go. Come on.
Next side. You forgot the ladder.
I get it.
Leave all your worries at the door. Got you now. Hold on to me, don't let me go.
I can tell I don't have a butt anymore.
Why?
I got the old man butt because it hurts.
You lost your padding?
Oh.
Your butt doesn't look flat from here.
Thank you. I definitely have the old man butt now. The evolution is astounding.
Astounding.
Let's go grab the last little bits. How's it going, Mama? Look good?
Yep.
Everything's straight. Attic is vented. Glad we got that done. Well, coming back home from our trip, we dove back in, got some work done. Those vents are in. Very happy to see that. I don't have to sweat it anymore, but we're both very tired.
Yeah, we are. And we were feeling kind of bad about the fact, we were feeling really bad about the fact that the kids were left here over the last couple days with no power. And it is the end of summer. We're going into fall now. The school year's already started. And we thought instead of doing another project on the house tomorrow, maybe instead we could take the kids to do something fun.
Yeah, we're going to head out. We're going to forego the work and we're going to show the kids a good time. They deserve it.
This week was very different from anything that we have ever done before. And for the first time, our family separated to pursue something new and different. We learned that we are all capable of being apart and handling whatever is thrown our way, even if it's an unexpected storm leading to no power, sending both of us into a bit of a parental tailspin from thousands of miles away. It's true that we do things just a little bit differently than most, but it's our way. So yes, we now know that we can be apart, but we also learn that we are so much stronger together. So maybe we'll keep these solo trips to a minimum in the near future. But the future for our family is changing, and we're trying to navigate what that means for each of us moving forward. But I have a feeling that this next year is going to look quite a bit different for all of us.